How are you guys doing? This is Ryan. Welcome back to the channel. Another amazing week for Bitcoin Cash. And if you really look back, an amazing year for Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is up 78%. In relation to Bitcoin BTC, Bitcoin BTC is only up by about 25 to 28%, somewhere right around there. So Bitcoin Cash is crushing the market in general, other investments, and also gaining ground. I know it has a lot more ground to make up on Bitcoin BTC, but I want to talk a little bit about that and why I think Bitcoin Cash is winning, and why peer-to-peer electronic cash has been the answer, has always been the answer, and will continue to be the answer. And also touch on Max Keiser, however you say his name, the crazy old man from RT. I don't know if he's still on there. I watched his stuff throughout the years, but he's always been a little crazy, and he's only getting more delusional as time goes on. Isn't that true, Max? So yeah, those are the topics for this week's video. And I want to talk about why Bitcoin Cash is doing so well. And I've actually talked to some whales in the past week, and just really man, Bitcoin Cash just continues to stay green even when markets are bleeding. Oftentimes we're seeing that, and really the answer is, I was hoping it was like cash tokens or major adoption, and these things do certainly help. But the massive suppression that Bitcoin Cash has been under, let's talk about that. Where does that come from? So, speaking to people that work in a lot of large liquidity situations, what's happening that you'll see on exchanges like Binance, you'll often find that you cannot get your Bitcoin Cash off there. Because what actually happens when you buy Bitcoin Cash on Binance and you leave it on there, they immediately will take it and they'll sell it. They will take your Bitcoin Cash that you bought, that you think you are owning, and you think you're actually helping the price of Bitcoin Cash. But because you're holding it on an exchange like Binance, you're hurting Bitcoin Cash, because they take it and they dump it right away to help an in-favor coin, a coin that needs more liquidity. So let's take the last bull market, if it was Solana. So let's say Solana needed liquidity because it was being massively traded on the way up, and needed the liquidity. They would just take coins, certainly Bitcoin Cash, I'm sure there's others too, but a coin that just overall was out of favor. I don't think it was anything specifically against Bitcoin Cash. I think they're just trying to move markets and make money. And the company Binance and CZ, you hope these early guys would really care about peer-to-peer electronic cash. But I think business comes first. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know CZ, and I'm not going to pretend to know, but I can tell you that he has fishy business practices. And I'm not one that says clamp down on him, get the SEC all over him, all this. But just understand, when you let other people hold your money, there are risks associated with that. And that's why Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash and cryptocurrency and cryptography exist, so you can take control of your coins. So that's been a big factor that's happened with Bitcoin Cash, is that it's been essentially shorted. Whenever you've given an exchange Bitcoin Cash, money for Bitcoin Cash, they've gone out and dumped it. And then what's happened is, since other coins are not as much in favor, and then Bitcoin Cash becomes in favor, they have to go out and buy a shit ton of it. They have to go buy a bunch of coins. So it becomes like this short squeezed type situation, that all this Bitcoin Cash should exist. It is oversold, and the coin is now in high demand, and traders are trading it. They need the coins to fulfill the orders. So that's why when people were trying to get their Bitcoin Cash off the exchanges, they could not give it to you, and they had to go out and buy a lot of it and likely dump something else in the inverse. We're still early. We're still early, but it's clear as day that beyond the speculative nature and the shorting consequence of it, my Bitcoin Cash is winning and continues to win. And speaking of that, October 9th, I'm holding my Bitcoin Cash charity golf tournament at PJ National. I'll link below. You can sign up there. If you want to pay in Bitcoin Cash, just let me know. And we have some really cool guest speakers talking peer-to-peer electronic cash, talking CBDCs, and just building more community around peer-to-peer electronic cash and Bitcoin Cash. So furthermore, Max Keiser, we'll talk a little bit about Max. Well, first, before we talk about Max, let's just point out that what is working in crypto? What made Bitcoin great was peer-to-peer electronic cash. What made Ethereum great was smart contracts. Bitcoin Cash has struck out a couple times not on the peer-to-peer electronic cash side, but on the more smart contract EVM type upgrades. It's try to do SLPs, it's try to do smart BCH. Now we have cash tokens. You gotta love the relentless nature of Bitcoin Cash, trying to create the best money the world has ever seen. And by absorbing what the market's doing and adopting it and failing sometimes, we have failed. But we don't give up, we're like cockroaches. We will create the greatest money. So pretty cool stuff that now Cash Tokens is implemented. I see developers working on it, and it's going to be another big bullish thing. It's going to create demand for the coin. People are going to want to speculate on different things with it and create tools. I mean, Bitcoin Cash could really lead the 2025 bull market. The Civil War could be back in full effect, and just adding to the fact that Lightning is a complete dumpster fire. Your biggest bulls of Lightning are giving up on it, saying this is total crap. You're not going to build a massive payment network on this constricted bottom layer. It doesn't happen in any form of software development. Josh Elliothorpe, a Bitcoin Cash developer and just a developer in general from Coinbase, his interview on the Bitcoin Cash podcast, his little clip went viral on Twitter, just pointing out like it was never going to work. It's not working. It's not peer-to-peer electronic cash, and it's only going to work if you're giving away your keys and trading second layer IOUs. It's turned out that people are like, this is not the way. Now, will they swallow their pride and come back to Bitcoin Cash? Maybe. Some of them. All of them? Probably not. Who cares? We got to keep on building. Now, Max Keiser. Oh my God. Dude, talk about... So this is a gentleman who made a coin called Max Coin and just completely shit on everyone. Just pumped up a coin and did a money grab. Complete piece of shit person. Like, honestly, dude, like, you are the scum of the earth, dude. But you try to stay relevant by being a maxi, and cool. Calls Bitcoin Cash a terrorist organization. Dude, we're creating peer-to-peer electronic cash. If you've been in the libertarian Ron Paul era forever, I've known you for a long time. You just seem more desperate for attention than anything, than doing any kind of impact, dude. Shame on you, you piece of shit. See you guys in my next one. Take care.